Alrighty, hello everybody, Steve-Wagon here, and welcome back to Wani Hug That Gator. Where last we left off, we finally started making friends with Olivia. It's kinda going well, and then it kinda wasn't at lunch. So we're trying to figure that out right now. What else happened? We had our history class, remember that bit? We submitted our portfolio to the art competition thingamabob. Other things happened. I'm sure other things happened. I don't remember. So let's just hop right back into this. Photography class comes and goes. Since we're partners, Ladigan gives Ben and I the green light to work around the campus. That's right. We have two projects to work on. Me and Ben are working on a thing for Ladigan's class, and then I think me and Olivia are working on another thing for another Ladigan's class? I'm pretty sure. Ben shows me around to see his prime photo spots and such, and as such, becomes my impromptu tour guide. It's actually pretty neat to see the parts of the school that I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall and recreational pool were the most interesting to see. This place has a pool? Well, I guess it's probably got like a swim team and whatnot. Currently at the courtyard, Ben points out the views of the outer landscapes around the school. No wonder why Ben was so eager to show me. These views are impeccable. But while he's explaining the image he has in his head, my mind still wanders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Inco? I was asking if you'd be available sometime during the weekend to take photos. Oh, I'm free Saturday. Excellent. We can meet up back here. Sounds good. As we head back to class, I begin to think if there's something I can do in history class. ... Back in history class, Miss Prockling continues prattling on about... And after a final observation that left the entire city of Triceratops... That's not what it was. That left the entire city of Triceratopsis destroyed. The Chthonian was defeated, bringing an end to their crimes against both Dino and humankind. That's not at all what her voice was, but I cannot remember. I cannot project it out right now. With that, the Dino-human war came to an end, and peace was finally declared after 10 years of strife. Of course, there was the matter of rebuilding the Doslings, all those fires still burning, and all those There was the matter of rebuilding and dousing all those fires still burning, as well as what to do with all the bodies and... Yawn. I should probably care more about Prockling's lecture since history has extremely strong cultural connotations. But man, is it boring! Ahead of me, Olivia has returned to her default sullen, deflated gloom. Yeah, I wonder whose fault is that, Inco? He's a guy. She's not glaring back at me, so she's probably over whatever that was. Yeah, I'm not sure. Or she still doesn't know I'm here. Boy, will that be entertaining to see. Assuming I don't end up with a mechanical pencil jammed through a lens. The other students are similarly bored, only occasionally marking down something whenever it sounds like it'll be on a review sheet at the end of the week. There is, of course, no more no passing today. Yes, we all learned our lesson in the last class. I think that was the no passing thing. Or perhaps it was at the start of it. I don't remember, but someone got hit with a dodgeball through the window. Hilarious. Miss Prockling's effusion yesterday must still be on their minds. There won't be any more chances given, and even though she doesn't seem threatening on her own, the consequences would be dire. Especially if she can call Sully over like her own personal enforcer. They're simply not getting around it. This is just a period we'll all have to sit through. And there isn't even any solidarity to be had in our shared misery. It's simply the reality of high school history class. The only saving grace is that she isn't stalking around the room looking for us to do something wrong. Instead, we're being lectured at. My hand mechanically copies down whatever she's written on the board. And while I should also be paying attention to what Miss Prockling is saying, I'm more than certain that we'll be reading the exact same things from our heavy textbooks. So my eyes wander away from her and the board to scan over my peers, all equally as bored and feigning interest. Eventually, there's a bit of movement ahead of me. Ooh, what's she up to now? Olivia folds a sheet of notebook paper back and forth discreetly, creating a deep crease. Then she licks her finger and runs it along the crease and gently pulls. The paper rips along the seam silently. Oh, is she really risking it? What's she even got to gain? It's just a note-passing game. ... Maybe she feels bad because she got caught yesterday. I don't think she feels bad at all. Oh boy. Olivia passes the note to her left. She is doing the note-passing game. Oh man. The student next to her raises an eyebrow, but surprisingly takes the notes, and immediately passes it on without looking at it. One by one, the classmates pass the note along to the next. Nobody dares open the note and write something in. I surreptitiously keep track of the note in the corner of my eye as it makes its circuit around the room. Thankfully, Miss Prockling's eyes are focused on the board when I feel a tap on my shoulder. I reach for my ear as if to give it a scratch, and the folded page is pushed into my waiting fingers and against my ear. As I feel an edge grind against my earlobe, I chew my lip to keep the hiss of pain contained. Probably unintentional, but a paper cut still stings bad, especially on such a fleshy part. Ugh! Ugh, you got a paper cut on the ear, or the back of the ear. Ugh! Oh man. My fingers toy with the bundle of paper now at my desk. No one else had bothered with it. I wouldn't exactly call it an empty canvas, but there could be potential here. There's a crumpling noise beneath my fingertips. Must have unfolded it while I was thinking. Looking at the sole doodle on the sheet, I see a pretty simple rat drawing with a very realistic hand next to it giving it a thumbs up. There's plenty of space this time, and Miss Prockling is preoccupied at the front. I doubt she'd even notice. The temptation is there, making my fingers itch at finally getting a real chance to do something fun in this sleep-inducing class. Please don't make me draw again. In fact, I've the perfect idea in mind that catch Olivia's attention. If that doesn't ruin everything, that is. She's not uncompassionate, but Miss Prockling has a lot less tolerance for horseplay in her class. We probably wouldn't get another chance. Going by Coach Sully's one-chance policy, and how these guys aren't even considering playing along, I bet it really wouldn't be pretty. Kinda makes me concerned for Olivia. I could just hold on to the note, give it back after class. Heck, Olivia would never even know. I don't think she even knows I'm in this class. ... Ooh. Ooh. Do I take the chance? Do I take the risk? Do I play it safe? I believe we gotta take this chance. I'm sorry, but you want me to play it safe? That ain't what Inco's about right now. We gonna draw the Gator Girl on a half pipe. Man, what's life without a bit of risk? Ain't that right? I wait for Miss Prockling to start a new tangent to make sure I have enough time. She just said something about the single continent movement. Time to move. This is going to be basically a stick figure, but it's just a doodle. If only you could doodle a photograph. I'm not sure what I meant by that. ... I also don't know how to draw a wheelchair. In the end, it looks more like an abstract depiction of a bow-legged T-Rex than what I wanted. Oops. Well, it'll have to do. I check it over one last time, as if I had the conceptualization to improve it. Ah, well. I pass the note forwards. Careful not to notify the teacher. Olivia takes the note over her shoulder, once more not checking it. She seems to deflate a bit on opening the notes, probably because of all the blank space. Doesn't look like she recognizes whatever I did either. Maybe I should talk to her about it after class. I don't know. Seems like an okay thing to do. She just passed the note again. What? What? We're going again? Round 2, baby! Once more, the process of students taking the note and passing it along without looking at it. Although this time, it's a little more collectively ignored. It probably won't go around again. Why the heck would Olivia send the note around again? Nobody's going to change their mind and draw something now. Is it desperation? Thoughtlessness? Whatever it is, the note's coming my way again. Once I take it, I confirm that yes, once again, nobody else wrote anything. However, there is a new doodle of a rat with a flamethrower from Olivia. A lot of rats. Cute. Alright, guess this time I'll draw. How about adding myself to the sketch of the half-pipe? This time I just depict myself as a stick figure. No use trying to go outside my skill level for note-passing game. It's simple enough to do. I even include my sunglasses. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Maybe I should also make sure Miss Brockling isn't looking my way. ... She's looking right at me, isn't she? Yeah, she's not right now. Let's go, I'm in luck, let's go! Alright, time to pass this on. I pass the note forward once more. Olivia pinches the note between 2 fingers, still not looking back. I keep saying that, but I guess it's not weird. Why would you look back in that situation? She checks the note and looks a bit down again. She glances up to the corner I'd drawn in. I think we've been caught. I nearly fall out of my seat from the sudden loud noise. There's a moment of unwavering silence before a voice speaks up. Miss Halford? Oh no. The girl in question shrinks in her seat in embarrassment. Sorry, Miss Brockling, I, saw a spider. Miss Brockling simply sighs, muttering to herself and turning her attention back to writing more notes on the board. The jig is up, we've been caught. She turns her head back slowly, just enough to be able to make eye contact with me. While she eyes me with grudging contempt and curiosity, I see her hand is tenderly massaging the tip of her tail. What? Looking at the floor, I think she managed to chip the linoleum. Wait a minute. We didn't get caught. That wasn't Miss Brockling. That was Olivia? Did she slam her tail on the ground? As soon as Brockling turns around to continue teaching, Olivia scribbles something down. She turns to look at me once more, hesitating. Then she flicks the note in my direction. It completely misses me. I try to catch it mid-air, but end up slamming my face onto my desk to get it. Mr. Nito, what was that noise? I palm the note in my sleeve and strain to keep my injured eye open. The teacher probably meant the foot stomping. I, bound that spider, Miss Brockling. The teacher grimaces. That better be cleaned up by the end of the class, then, Mr. Nito. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, don't worry. Clean up. Die. I breathe a sigh of relief as my excuse weathers Mrs. Brockling's stare. She turns a few pages in a textbook lying on her desk, instructing the class to do the same as she searches for something. She's distracted. I can finally see what Olivia drew. ... There's now a surprisingly detailed dodgeball whizzing past my stick figure's head. I want to be upset, but I find myself admiring her motion lines. Seriously, she should be an animator. I mull over what to add and settle on giving the large rat sunglasses as well. A few seconds later, she looks twice as cool as before. I look up to Olivia, pondering how to get back to her when a sinister idea comes to mind. Her hood hangs open as it rests on her back. It's a tough shot, but... Bingo! Olivia scratches at the back of her neck and finds the notes. She looks back with squinted eyes, judging my intent and scanning me for foul play. She mouths something to me, a question I think, but I'm not the most apt-lipped reader, especially when said lips are thrice as long as a human's. She still unfolds the page, and seconds later, she's already added a new sketch and folded it up. Let's go! This is bonding, right? We're doing a little back and forth, I guess, two-dimensional banter, right? The note lands neatly on my desk this time, and I inspect the latest edition. More rats doing decidedly non-rat activities. I wondered what she'd think of a cat this time. We continue passing the sheet back and forth, adding new sketches and adding to others. My fingers are starting to tire when Miss Brockling addresses Olivia. Oh, all right, Miss Halford, you may leave now. Everyone else, you may take the last 5 minutes to start on your homework. Olivia takes her time to pack away her supplies, occasionally glancing my way. Gone is the paranoia. It's now become just plain confusion. As if I wouldn't play the doodle game thing with her. Even as she wheels out the room, I notice her eyes still on me. I give her a wave goodbye, and she seems shocked by that, turning her head and finally passing through the doorway. Right then, homework. ... Ah, crap. I wasn't paying attention in class. It only now occurs to me that's a pretty good reason the teacher doesn't want us slacking off during class. For the last 5 minutes, I try to speed read the second chapter in its entirety. Failing to get any good information to use for today's homework, I resolved to just check online for a lecture that's not as boring. Maybe one with some good animation even. When the rest of us are finally excused, I realize that I've still got the page full of doodles. Considering all the stuff on it, it'd feel like a waste to just toss it away. I decide to keep it, slipping it into one of my binder's extra plastic sleeves. With everything safely packed away, I shoulder my backpack and exit the room. Let's go! That's some proper bonding right there, right? We're making progress! ... Man, now I get why Olivia gets to leave some classes early. The halls are so packed and chaotic once class ends. I always end up being pushed around by rowdy students heading towards their next classes. Once school ends, it's even worse. When I saw it yesterday, it was something else. The word riptide comes to mind. I ended up just waiting around a few minutes for the flow to die down. It's looking like that's just going to be my routine now. I passed by a few more art displays on my way to the stairs back down to the first floor. This isn't the art wing, but there's still a bunch of displays up. Maybe there simply isn't enough space. Something presses into my chest and lurches me to a stop. Oh! It's Olivia, holding an arm out to stop me. She's still staring up at me, though less suspiciously. Her jaw opens, but no sound comes out. ... She realizes her hand is still out and it retracts awkwardly, indecisively darting between her hoodie pocket and her armrest. Is she expecting something? Oh, the notes maybe? Hey, you could have told me. Told you what, huh? Huh?
But you were in Miss Prockling's class, too. You could have mentioned that.
Sorry. Guess I was sort of aiming for a bit of dramatic reveal there, you know? She brushes her hair aside.
Well, whatever. Later, I guess.
Why did you stop me out here? She stops her chair mid-turn, with gray eyes contemplating the dirty floor.
I don't really get you.
Olivia's eyes turn back to me, and now I can see the nervousness in her pupils.
Why do you care?
Why indeed? Well, I guess the main reason is I want to be friends.
With me, though?
Sure. Those tiny moments in which I saw the Gator Girl hyper anime come to mind. Yes, come to mind, and I can't help but smile. Those small shows of genuine feelings. I think Mr. Latican was right, honestly. Olivia hums in disagreement, finally turning away. Ah, crap. Maybe that was too forward of me. I swing my backpack around so I can reach inside it. I, still have that note.
Notes? What, with the doodles? From class right now? Why?
Just figured you'd want it. It was fun filling it out and all. Just as I'm about to pull out the binder, the Gator Girl looks back at me and shakes her head.
It's just doodles. You can throw it out. ... Keep it.
Oh!
If it's that important.
Ooh! She wants us to keep it. For the briefest second, I swore I saw her mouth form a tiny smile. But now she's back to looking neutrally at. There's an elevator? Huh. Didn't notice the school had elevators. Why don't more people use it? She flashes a key from her pocket. Ah, that's probably why. So it's part of her accommodations. Makes sense. By now, the hallway is cleared up a bit. The elevator arrives and Olivia rolls in. She moves her arm to push the button and jams the key in some slots. What's the look for?
You coming?
I'm being invited on the elevator? Ooh. Oh. I slide in beside Olivia just before the door closes. It's probably safe to catch your foot in and just reopen, but man, this thing is ancient. There's an inspection certificate lazily plastered above the door from the side. It's covered in coffee stains and other signs of age. Is this thing really safe? Olivia shrugs.
What's the worst that happened? Our legs break?
She eyes me with a smirk. Look at that. Look at that, she's making jokes. This may have been a mistake. Ka-chunk. Ooh, we actually moving down. Ooh. My heart drops as the space around me seems to drop for a split second. The sound of the worn-out elevator mechanics fill the cramped space. ... How slow is this thing? I look over to Olivia. Maybe this is why she's allowed to leave early. Not because of the hallway thing, but because the elevators are so damn slow. I look over to Olivia. She uses this thing daily. Surely it normally runs smoother. Her mouth hangs slightly open in an amused grin, watching my sudden onset claustrophobia.
Relax, dude. This is normal.
Alright. This is normal. This thing jostling around like it's going to drop us at any second is completely normal. When we reach the bottom, the door clunks open and I practically fall out. Olivia casually rolls from behind. Somehow, I sense this with a degree of superiority.
Anyway, see you later.
Oh, yeah. See ya. Bye. Olivia rolls around a corner, and I'm left on my lonesome. I'm probably nowhere near where my next class is, am I? My senses return to me, and I start making my way to the metro station. Oh, class is over. Never mind what I said. Let's go! Another day, another dollar, am I right? As I make the journey home, it strikes me how much progress I've made with Olivia. It's definitely still in its awkward phase, but I can see that she's opening up little by little. And it's starting to become amusing, seeing her get confused by my friendly gestures. All in all, I got a pretty good feeling about this. Liz and Ben sure were overreacting though. I'll be sure to tell them all about it. My man's getting a little etiquette in his voice there. ... A week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally feeling acclimated to St. Hammond. Things have been going pretty smoothly lately, if I do say so myself. Over the past week or so, I've been getting more and more used to my new friends, learning new quirks of them daily over lunch and in our classes. Like Olivia's penchant for tail whips. Huh? What? Am I just getting smacked around by that tail? As I sit on the metro to school, my foot comes up to prod at the tender spot on my shin. I also learned not to borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself, even when we're partnered up, but I do my best to play nice. Not to say she's being rude or anything, just quiet. More and more, I kind of figured that part of her silence was just nerves. Accepting that silent facet, I think we found some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting ever so close to that milestone of camaraderie. First it's the acquaintanceship, then it is friendship. We're almost there. Among other things, Damien and Liz had given me their numbers. Ooh, or rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's numbers. At first, I thought that Liz would be mad that Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reasons. I also got Ben's number, since he figured we'd be doing a lot more team projects in photography class. My eyes roll over the past messages from my new friends. I became so engrossed rereading them that I nearly missed the announcement of my stop. I scrambled to get off the metro, the closing doors just catching my jacket and forcing me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. Not going to let that bring my mood down, though. It's Friday, meaning that after today comes the weekend. It's a quick walk from the station, and I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some of the small stores that surround the school, the ones that are usually staffed by student workers. They're also empty. This is something I don't know about, is it? One of them had lights on, but it just looks like the manager's looking over some paperwork inside. I don't recall any announcement about a holiday today. While I admit to having forgotten what day it was in the past, I am absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everyone? Even the entryway to the school is barren. The door probably won't even open. ... Yep. Hello? Anyone there? I dance a bit in front of the camera, watching the door. It does not respond. You know what? Damien would probably know what's going on. I flip through my contacts and find Damien's number. I put the phone to my ear and pray that he picks up. After a minute or so of waiting, the dial tone cuts off and is replaced by Damien's voice. Yo, what up, Inco? Hey, Damien. I'm at the school right now and it looks like no one's here. Know what that's about? Huh? What do you... There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Oh! Didn't you hear? Hear what? Today's the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. The last warm day of the season? Celebrating? Yeah, we're actually having a cookout at my place today. Hey, you want to come over? The generous but spontaneous offer causes me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damien, but it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude on your guys' party. What? It's no big deal at all, dude. My folks enjoy the company, and there's gonna be plenty to eat too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. Olivia, you say? I weigh my options. Either go to the party or I could just take the metro back home and sit in my room doing nothing. Inky, you still there, buddy? Yeah, still here. Was just clearing my schedule. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? Of course not, amigo. A friend of mine is a friend of the family. Well, alright then. Nice. I'll text you the address. See you soon, compadre. With that, the call ends, and not a few seconds later that I get the text notification. The D-Man! 61193, Cheriton Road. Huh? What next? Go the long way around the neighborhood. Go a long way around. The neighborhood doesn't chain this dog. No. Go the long way around. The neighbor. Oh, the neighbor doesn't chain his dog. Okay. I copy and paste the address to my Google map, and looks like Damien lives pretty close to the school. I mean, that was his reason for going to the school. Obviously, it could have been like maybe a district thing and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, it could have been that. Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try outrunning a loose dog with my physique. Well, better make my way over there. ... Ooh. 61189, 61191. Ah, here it is, 61193. The house looks standard for a house in this neck of the woods, or neighborhood. Turn that down. It's a one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I walk up the stone-set path to the front door and ring the doorbell. A grocery bag wrapped around my fingers is starting to chafe a bit. Ooh, I'm bringing snack. Obviously that's the polite thing to do, you know? You're getting invited over for a party or whatnot. You gotta bring something. You gotta bring something, even if it's like just, you know, a big old bag of chips or a big old thing of cola. You gotta bring something. I could have just come right away, but I felt bad coming over empty-handed, so I got something for the party. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores on the way over. Or a salad bowl. Salad bowl is perfectly fine as well. It doesn't seem like much, but as my mom taught me, it's courteous to come to a party with something. Actually, I realize how ill-prepared I look for an end-of-summer celebration. With Damien mentioning a pool, everyone else must either be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Meanwhile, here I am, looking overly formal. Not like I could have thought to bring swim trunks to school. The door swings open, and out steps Damien. Inco? Wow, man, you're crazy early. I'm early? And you've come bearing gifts. Yep, here I am. What do you mean early? You never told me a time to come meet you. I didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got a salad. You didn't have to, dude. ... Seriously though, you really didn't have to? My family and I are carnivores. Ooh. But thanks. Still, it's like not even 10, man. Oh, you didn't give me a time, so... Nah, that's my bad. Still, since you're here already, come on in. Well, don't I feel silly? I'm here early, I'm overly dressed, and I brought the wrong food. That's 3 strikes. I should just leave. That's 3 strikes. I'm out of here. Damien still accepts the grocery bag. and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everyone's out back right now. What do you mean everyone? I guess. He turns back, making for a sliding door on the opposite end of the house. Ooh, nice looking place. I love that big kitchen right there. Following after, I barely have time to take in what I think is the living room and dining room. There's a number of toys strewn about, foam dart guns, and 2 game controllers. Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Ooh, nice little backyard area. Got that little like above ground pool. Got a little grill over there going on. Hey everybody, we got a guest already. Stepping out onto the wooden deck, I'm surprised to see the pool and yard. To the left of me is what looks to be an older, heavier set version of Damien. Well, howdy there. Well, howdy there. Hello, sir. I'm Inco. He shifts the barbecue tongs from his right hand to his left so that he can shake my hand. Randy Payne. You can just call me Randy, though. I hide the grimace as he shakes my hand, feeling what I'm guessing is a very sticky marinade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come this early, though. I just finished getting the good stuff all sauced up. As soon as he lets go, he focuses back on the piles of different meats heaped up next to the grill. Meanwhile, I grab some nearby napkins to wipe the sauce from my hand. Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got brisket, flanks, ribs, sirloin, tenderloin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, rounds, and shanks. That's a lot of cow. What do you mean that's a lot of cow? That's the whole damn cow. All marinated in a special mix of wet rub and dry rub seasoning. Oh wow, that's a lot of... See, Randy. What? That's a lot of Randy. Me and Damien are so full. Do it in shifts. What? I think I'm lost. Well, maybe you're interested. I'll let you lend a hand too. Hey, the mission doesn't rope you into carrying too much ram. Sure, sounds fun. I've never actually grilled before. It's not too tough. You'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damien the question that's been on my mind. Hey Damien, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this celebration anyway? Oh yeah, I haven't told you about it yet. Well, you see, Before Damien properly explained, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie. Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the mention of the younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumps over the deck railing and... Action punch! Oh god, why? Wait, what happened to me? Did I get hit? Wait, what? What happened? Why? What happened? Did I get hit down there? What happened to me? Vinny! Look, bro. Look, bro. Just like from Power Rangers. I told you I could do it. I am so sorry, Inco. Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. The younger Dino isn't listening. He's already run off to find another victim. You alright? Yep. I'm fine. Give me a moment. Was that really acid? No. But here, you should wipe that off. Now. I take the towel handed to me and wipe up the splotch on my pants from where Vincent had punched. What exactly did he hit me with? Huh? Dilophosaurus's spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty. Begin to rub away the spittle from my pants with a bit more urgency. Oh, did he legit just spit on me? Thankfully, he's more me than his mother. Otherwise, we need to do bear pants. Wait, that's an actual thing? Randy laughs. Don't laugh, man. I almost got acid spat on me.
So, you must be Damien's new friend from school.
Indeed I am. Damien's mom's head pops up the side of the deck with a tired smile. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I didn't know we'd have guests so soon. I would have cleaned up more. You could just call me Sophia, dear.
Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there.
What?
Why'd you be going there today of all days? Honestly, I didn't even realize that today is a holiday. Usually I mark them on my calendar, but it must have flown over my head. It's no worries there. It's mainly your Dinos who celebrate it. Well, Damien told me a bit about it, but I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'd be more than glad to clue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks a nice warm day in the season. Yep. Ooh. After this, fall and winter start rolling in. Huh, interesting. Well, this will probably make me sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate? To put it simply, the cold might be manageable for warm blood, but us reptiles is no bueno. So we spend the last days soaking in the sun and enjoying the warm weather before it starts getting chilly. That makes sense. Wait, do these guys enter like an actual sort of hibernation thing? Like, do they actually like sleep during the whole winter months? Or do they still try and like get up, go to for Damien, go to school and whatnot? Like, how does this work? Next thing you know, everybody's wearing extra layers and putting up the heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be iciest levels of frigid back in my granddad's age, so I guess we consider ourselves lucky. Otherwise, we'd be nothing but a couple of popsicles with our tails for sticks. I bet Patriarch lets out a laugh that's as infectious as his son's. He wipes a tear from his eye as he gets back to flipping the meat on the grill. Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourselves comfortable. Thank you, sir. I mean, Randy. Oh, that's what I was trying to say before. I was about to say sir, and then I said Randy. Okay. While Damien's dad attends to the grill, I move to the banister overlooking the pool. It's filled with a couple of aquatic toys and air-filled floaties. Man, I wish my place had a pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Ruining one pair wouldn't be a huge issue. You're really considering jumping in with jeans? I don't know. Nah, on second thought, it'd be real annoying to deal with drying off and going home. I wonder how deep... Oh, hello, Olivia. Whoosh. Ah.
The hell are you doing here?
I was invited. Why you staring at me like that? Focus. Oh. Focus on her face. Focus on her face. Not the other thing. Not the other things. Focus on her face. Not the other things. What the heck are you doing here?
I live here, moron.
Crap. Right. Damien even told me on the way.
Anyways. No, really. Why are you here?
Nobody was at school when I got there.
Huh?
Yeah, check the doors and everything. I don't know about your holidays, okay?
They announced the holiday yesterday in homeroom. Didn't you hear it?
Okay, I guess I am an idiot then. I guess I am the stupid one. That's what Liz said over the PA yesterday. I thought that was the school's anthem or something. Huh. No wonder everyone was staring as I saluted. Must have not been paying attention. But yeah, asked Damien what was up. He said there's some event going on and invited me. Olivia sinks a bit into the water. Actually, stupid question, but... Are you really okay to swim? This might indeed be a stupid question. She shouldn't have asked. There's that glare again. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? Well, you know. Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry. Stupid one, remember, doy? She simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. I kinda wish I knew about all this earlier. I'd have brought my trunks. You, no. I'm not sharing my pool with you. Your pool? What? Why not? Instead of answering me verbally, Olivia's tail whips up some water at me like a large wave. Yo, Inco, come check this out. Olivia takes the opportunity to slink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of a dead man's floats. Well, whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yeah, Damien? Well, first, my little bro has something to say to you.
Sorry for giving you an ass punch, Inky.
Looks like he taught his younger sibling about my nickname, too. It's alright, little one.
Vinny!
Vinny extends his hand for a handshake, though it's obscured by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but also some in the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not really heavy at all. And the chairs, we could do... After the chairs, we could do that table together. Mom'd be pissed if that got dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. Then after everything's set, we can play something fun. Okay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts back toward the house. Damien chuckles and we both follow after the kid. Olivia was just swimming in the pool the entire time. Didn't hear our voice at all. Probably under the water. Look at her face under the things. Look at her face under the things.